Right. Welcome to this class. Okay, special. Well, I'll make announcement more and more. Repeat. The first time I give an announcement. Your midterm exam will be the first week of November. Yeah. So I'm thinking of a 1 week break of the last week of October, week before your midterm. So that is a study week. Study week. Mainly because I ask you to do, if you make good, that's it, perfect on your midterm exam, then your final will be waived, and instead you will get the perfect score for your final as well, without having to take. So I want you to get challenged, okay, for midterm. So during the last week of October, you can ask questions at any time. Email me, okay? Although we do not meet here, okay? So keep that in mind. I think that is it right now. Any question about your midterm exam? Your midterm, I will make an announcement. Maybe I will make 2 classes available for your midterm, Tuesday and Thursday. So we have an online class, and also some other classes. I'm going to ask them to come all together, but I'll give different schedule. For example, Melody, you are taking the classes with me, but 2 classes requires for you to take midterm, right? 505 and also this class. But I'm going to set up only 2 sessions in-class test. So you can come here, for example, Tuesday for your 221 and Thursday for your 505. Okay. And also, I think I need to make 1 session available at Manhattan. So if Manhattan is convenient to you guys, you can come to Manhattan as well. So total, I think 3 sessions available for you to choose. You can come anyone that you want. That is one thing. Any other ones? There's an open book test. No, not open. Sorry. It's not open book. Closed book. It's too late. No, I take it back in 1 second. It's a closed book test, but 1 page cheat sheet is allowed for you to bring. 1 page. No limited font size. You can make 1 size of a font. Bring magnifier. Okay. You can make both sides if you want to, but 1 page only, 1 letter page, not the legal pages. All right. Any other questions? Most of the questions are multiple choice. Okay, multiple choice, and few maybe a short answer. Question? I said both pages. Yeah. No, it's not required, but you can write both pages. Half page, fine too. You don't have to make it both. All right. So if you miss this special announcement, you can review recordings. I think it is being recorded right now. Yeah. So you can catch up.
What will the short questions look like? Like, what's an example of a short question?
For short questions,
Yeah.
the Linux command blank can list, can
Like
display
CD.
a content of a directory home, for example.
CD, right? Something like that. Something easy, right? Maybe.
Yeah, everything is in. But the command that we practice here, I'm not going to bring any commands that we never touched here, that I may not know also, but only something that we practiced here will be asked. Okay, so it's time to go back. Last class, we stopped at some place, right? Because there's an error of the code. I fixed it quickly. This one is missing. So you need to import sys. Import sys. Okay. Only this. Remember that that code posted on your Blackboard. But I want you to add that if you want to. Well, by the way, this will be the next homework assignment. You don't need to do anything, but this class is not a coding class. So I give you codings. But I want you to make it available on your Linux machine. That's all I want, okay? There's the steps that you have to do. I do not ask you to do that on your laptop, okay? Not the Windows version, but on Linux. How can you do? Well, I'll show you how to do one more time, okay? As I said, forget about the coding skills, but you understand the way of setting up if you have some codes available. For example, in this case, a Python code, okay? So, I'll show to you one more thing. Right now, this code is on my laptop. You guys, when you visit the Blackboard, then you can download it into your laptop very easily, right? By clicking it. So that code can sit on your laptop. Now the question is, how can we copy directly from your laptop to Raspberry Pi? Last class I showed it to you. I can download it from here, my Raspberry Pi, right? I open web browser and then download it. I access my Blackboard and then click that Python code to download it. That's easy, right? That's what you can do. Now, I'm going to show to you how you can do it more the Linux professional way, okay? Because our laptop and our Raspberry Pi now know each other, right? They know each other. So here is what you need to do. I need to bring my terminal laptop, just as if we did for SSH, right? SSH, then I can log in from my laptop terminal to Raspberry Pi that I showed to you, I think a couple of weeks ago. I'll show it first, and then I will do others. Here, if you do SSH, your login in this case, you need to know IP, number of your Raspberry Pi. So 192.168.200.4, so that like 192.168.200.4, then I can get in. So remember that my password on my Raspberry Pi is Mercy, right? So I am here, right? this and this. Here, prompt statements is the same. Now I want to exit from there. So I came back to my laptop. This is a Mac OS. All right. I'll show it to you. That's what you need to do is, I'll show you first here on my Raspberry Pi, show you manual, SCP. SSH stands for Secure Shell. SCP stands for Secure. CP means? We did that CP. Copy. Someone said copy. Yeah, secure copy. So watch this. We use still open SSH. Secure file copy. That is what SCP can do. Okay, so here, what I want to do is SCP. And I want to see the file. Where do I have a file? I think I save it to download. So I want to do CD downloads on my. Okay, I have an aggregate PY. So if you want to see that PY, then this is the code, and I fixed very on top here, import SYS. Okay, so I did that. All right. So SCP aggregate.py cp2 jun at 192.168.100.4. After this is very, very important. After that, when I do SSH, only that address works, right? But when I want to copy, then I need to specify, I need to designate a specific location, right? Specific location. So it's not, I'm not going to open up shell, Linux shell only. I want to go into that specific location. So after this, I need to do colon, like your URL, then you need to HTTP colon, right? Colon, you use the colon. Same thing as colon. Okay. Harry, what is home? Symbol for home. You interested that so much last class, so I'm asking to you.
Tilde.
Say that again.
Tilde.
Tilde. You're correct. So tilde. Then it goes into my home directory. So I will hit enter here. Connection refused. SSC connection. Oh, let's check if SSH. I think SSH is open, right? But let me make double check. Interface. Yeah, SSH here open. So I think it is okay. So let me redo. I think. Oh, is that right? Connection refused. 204. Oh, no. Shame on me. Is it 100 or 200? 200, right? Let me check one more time. My address. 200, yeah. Because of this, IP was wrong. So hit enter. Ask me to enter password. Oh, nice. Oh, probably it is on my home directory now. Here, right? October 2nd, Yeah, 437. Right? So in this way, now your laptop and your Raspberry Pi can share the files. All right, so back to our slide. So that is now there. This already there, right? This is okay. And then move that file to this. But I wanted to, this is not good. So I wanted to have, rather than local, so remove this. So usr/bin/aggregate. Okay, so that's what I ask you to do. So right now here, it's not here. Here is what I ask you to do. Okay, so I want you to move. Sudo. I used here copy. If I do copy, then original file remains, and then copy version into this location, right? But the other way that you can use is the command move, which means the location of this program will be completely moved to another location. So either way will be fine. So I want to demonstrate here move instead of a copy, and then aggregate py to usr bin aggregate. Here in this case, I do not put the extension .py. Simply, like many other command, I put name only and hit enter. So I want to move to, no, I don't need to move to, but I need to see how it looks like right now. So usr bin aggregate. Right now it is there, right? This is not executable, so I want to change it to executable. As I said last week, what is the command that we can change the mode? Change mode. Change mode. So ch mode. So we can do sudo ch mode, and then I need to add execution privileges. So plus x2 that usr bin aggregate. And hit enter. And I want to see the file detailed information. So now that can be executable. It can be executable. Executable here, anyone in this system. The other three, anyone in the same group. The other one here, anyone by the owner. Owner, by the way, here, Jae-yoon. Okay. So I can come back to where I am. I am now here, Jae-yoon, right? I can run that. Simply, like many other command. Aggregate. And then I can say sum, and then put some number. And then hit enter. Then it gives me that one, right? I can do more. Like a command. And if I change this to count, it gives me how many. Not count. Count. So 9 numbers there. Okay? So homework assignment is this. I want you to show this in your homework assignments. This okay, and it should show that is executable. This must appear in your the screenshot. You need to capture that. Not only that, and couple of executions of that. Not only that, I want you to put where you are. So you are, it doesn't matter your home directory, it could be anywhere, okay? And then execution of that, like this. So at least these stuffs, they did it. That, and a couple of this. That is your homework assignment. Okay. On your Linux. On your Linux. Any question about your homework assignments? It's clear, right? You can review the recordings if you have any questions. Or you can practice it right now, then your homework is done right away here. Okay, that's what we didn't do last class. Okay, now it's time to go back. Topic of a redirection. So this is the direction, right? If you have greater than sign, then you can, the output of this can be redirected. By default, the output will be on the terminal, on your screen, right? But if you want to redirect, you can do that too. For example, this, if you don't do anything, but then it shows here, right? But if you make arrow sign, greater than sign, and then if you say result.txt, then it can go into that file. So if you do cat result.txt, then it shows that result, right? That if you don't do anything, then by default it goes to your screen terminal. Therefore, you can redirect it to the file which is there. That is this, right? What about this? Less than sign. That goes into, for example, the input. Remember here, I put, okay. This is, I typed it. My input comes from standard input device, which is the keyboard, right? There is other way that you can send your input to the program. You can make a file first, and then you can send that file as a input to the program. So let's practice that. So I can do nano and then input.txt, input in data.txt, input data for short, okay? And then we can do some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and average 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 3 of those, and then I'll do write out and write in, and I want to exit. When I see the files, I have here result.txt, right? Result.txt. I want to send this result.txt to that file. Agreg, and then I want to send not result. Where is the input? In that text, right? This is the input. So in data.txt, okay. Without that redirection, I need to type the input from my terminal, long data like this. But if I have already data in my files, which is the benefit in most cases, so that I have in data.txt, I want to send this in data.txt to this program and hit enter. Okay, this is the result. It gives me quick, right? Because I said, I'll show it to you. In data.txt is, I said the sum 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, count and average it. So this guy, this is a program that we made, right? This works like a command. That type of command is really good, right? So that I can send this. So this is an addition. So you guys need to add that in your homework assignments. I'll describe that, what you need to do. Not only this command, not only display from your, not only enter the data from your keyboard. This is one thing. And the other one is from your file. So you need to create a file. And then you can see that. We can do more. This is your input. I want to make my output to a file also. So result out.txt. So result will be saved here in this file. So I said cat, then this result is redirected into this file. Okay, so this is handy. So with that, now this demonstrates to you. You can make a command, Linux command. That command can take the input data from another file, which can contain massive data. So you don't need to type from your keyboard. And the result, you do not need to show on your terminal, but save it. Therefore, you can report the output to your whoever, your boss, right? It's in Linux. Question? Okay, let's see if there is any other redirection. Oh, there is another redirection. This is really another thing is good, right? Let's say if I do say count, remember that I missed count. Instead of count, if I said count, then it gives me an error, right? But sometimes you do not show that. Oops, not this. You do not show that error messages. In that case, no. Many ways. You want to save that error message. Let's make this. So this command show to you. Hold on. COUNT. Okay. This command show to you the result like this, right? Now, if you have some error like this, then it gives you an error. So you do not want to show that error. Or you want to save the error into separate files. There are many ways that you could do. First, you want to save it to another file. So this is an error file. You do this. So error does not display on your terminal, right? You hide it, and later you can see it. Oh, by the way, what is my error? Oh, error was that. Or you could do let's see. Let me try to find out. Or you can do device null. Okay. When you do number 2, then it goes to this whatever designated file, right? If you don't do anything, then you will see error on your terminals. If you do not want to, this is very handy. When you give a demo to the public, you developed it, but you want to give a demo. But there is sometimes Murphy's law. When you give a demo, then always there is an error, right? You do not want to show your error to the public if it is to be known by everyone. Then you can make here number 2 greater than sign, and then file name. Then it will be saved separately. Or even you do not want to save, but you want to flush it out. Flush it out. Then you want to go to device, but that device is a null device. I'll show it to you that. ls db, if you go to device, then lots of devices available. For example, there's a full device, let's see, video, disk device, console, RAM, TTY, this is terminal. So somewhere there is a null. Yeah, here, null. I'm going to use this null. Null means null. Whatever received, if you say null, then it'll nullify whatever the data. Okay? In that case, you can use it. I think it's too much to you guys. So this is what I did so far. Okay? So think of this and that, or without. That's what we had here. Number 2. This slide, arrow goes to a file. Zero means input, 1 means output. And also correspondingly we have a greater than sign and less than sign. So file descriptor in this case called 0, file descriptor called 1. Okay. So redirecting we played already. This is single and double, then goes to append. Okay. Okay. All right. So redirection is done. Any question about redirections? It's very handy, right? You can control input and output. Also error. Input, output together with the L. T. There's some other program that you can see. I explained that here. T will read from standard input and write it to standard output and file together. Standard output and file. So if you do ls/etc and goes to somewhere, right? It's a file. And then you want to read it. So this first command can do read and save. And second command here will do standard output. How can you make two lines into single? That is this. Change it. We can practice it. ls minus L and etc, then it shows all of those. Or ls minus L USR bin, where we have that aggregate AGG files. I want to make it. If you make this ls minus LT, then according to time stamps, I think the newest one up here up front, I believe. Let's check. So our AGG ones, I think that is the newest one. So let's go all the way up. So many files. It's not really clear to see. Oh, is that many files? That many files? Wow, 1,414. That is the reason this is too long. Let's make it simple ones. ls minus L etc. This is simple, right? This is simple. Okay. So I want to first save it to a file. So I can say etc content txt. So that is saved. If I want to see it, then I need to use another line and then etc content. So we need to have two lines of code, right? Not really two lines, two command lines needed. First, we have to make a file that contains the content of this directory, and then we need to read it using cat. So what T can do is to combine those two. So what it does here, that, then I can say that etc, and then there's a pipeline, vertical bar, and then we can do T, and then I would say this number 2. So second file. Combine these two. This and these two, then I can say ls minus l slash etc. We call this pipe, like pipeline. What is pipeline? Output of the command, previous command will be input to the next command. That's pipeline. So water pipe, you have the pipeline, then the water coming out from the previous pipe will go into the next pipe, right? Exact same ones. What happens here is output of this goes into input to this command, T. If you do that together, then it will do like this. What did it do? It displayed, right? And at the same time, it saved the file. Watch this. It saved the file here. So not only display, here write to a standard output, which is a display, right? Standard output means display. And then put it in a file. Together. From one command, which is this.
So are you sending the output of one command as
Output of from the previous command
into the input of technically another pipe, right?
to the next command.
Which is T,
Right,
etc. content to
right. No. This is the previous command.
right.
This is the
It
next
sends
command.
to that. And
Two
that-
commands can be combined by pipe.
Mhm. Okay. And T displays the content of the command.
So let's
and saves
see.
at the
Yeah,
same
right.
time.
Man T. Read from standard input and write to standard output and files. So what T can do is you can put here hello T, and then you can see wait a minute, what did I do? No, sorry, not this. We need to do T, and then we can say hello, this is T, then it displays, right? Displays here, and it goes to T out. What is the ending? That we need to see the manual. Oh, A. Probably we need to do minus A. Append, right? Exit on error. Exit. No pipe. How can we exit? I do not know how to exit, but if you see simply Control C, stop it. That's it. So T out here. let's see how much that T out can contain. Probably the last ones, I guess, because it contains everything without even having to say append. It appended everything, right? Remember here, I said T and out. This is the text files, and I wrote many things. Where is it? I think it is good. Can I see? Yeah, here. Right, these are the type that I made, right? So this is what I typed. The next line is from standard input, it displays back. And at the same time, it write on to this file so that we were able to read this file. That's what T can do. Okay. Combining two commands, we can do pipe or we can do semicolon. Difference is this. Pipe, then the first command and second command, they are linked together. So output of the first command will be the input to the next command. That is pipeline. Semicolon, those two commands do not have to be related. Two separate commands can do together. So semicolon simply do multiple lines of command can be written in one line. If we want to make a multiple commands in one line, then you need to have a delimiter, simply semicolon. So, for example, if we want to do cd USR and then cd bin directory and ls minus l agg reg, then you can see that, right? All those things can be done in one line. So I'll come back to my home directory as I was here, home directory. The way that I can do is cd USR semicolon cd bin semicolon ls minus l agg reg. So three commands can be done in one single line, and hit enter, then it gives me that one. Right? Same one. Okay. Brian, question? No. Hi, Anju. You're not Anju? No, Anju did. Help me. Tell me, we call you Anju. Oh, you're Eric. So you have been late so often, therefore I didn't mark you. And I was wondering. Right. Oh, you are Eric. Eric Vegas, right? Okay.
I'm here, Professor.
What?
I'm here.
I know. I'm out. Angel, you will sit here. What happened to him? Any question, Joseph? Okay, let's move. Oh, yeah, then, yeah. You can do separately using semicolon, echo and sort. Okay, this is very interesting one. So, if I do this, let me copy this. Echo command, I want to copy only up to this point. And then here, oops, didn't copy. Probably it's not really, oh, it copied. So echo, if I don't do only echo, then it echo like this, right? But if I do here echo minus E, according to this class notes, it says escape. Okay? Escape. Backslash is usually escape character. Backslash N usually make a new line. Backslash T make a tab. Backslash F page break the page. Those are the control character. Backslash all means return. Those are come from the originally back in like 100 or 150 years ago when we had the typewriter. Anybody remember typewriter?
Definitely.
Have you seen typewriter?
No.
Or you never
20.
seen?
We used it for the
Typewriter.
My dad has one.
Oh, not you,
I
huh?
used it for the
Not
Not
you.
me, but I've seen him use it before. So.
There's a typewriter when it was evolved, advanced, around 1980. I still remember that when I was joined the army. I was sent to type class so that I learned to type there. The old type means that is simply mechanical typewriter. And then 1980, around that time is electrical typewriter. So we simply type.
word process.
Right. After that, word process came up. That is 1990, right? So, a typewriter. When it's a typewriter, then you hit the punches, right? And towards the end of the right margin, then there is another button. Then you have to hit that button. Then two things. It should all the way back to the first column, number one. And at the same time, if your typewriter is good, then it moves one line down. Otherwise, it just moves back, right? You don't want to override it. So when you hit return, then two things: carriage return. They call that carriage return. What does that mean? Is a carriage is a electric typewriter board. We call that carriage. That carriage needs to be returned to the front line of each line. And yeah. yeah, front position of each line. Carriage return. And then feed one more line up. Okay? Which is line up, that is a backslash n. Carriage simply return, that is a backslash r. And then break the page, which means change the next page. In the typewriter, next page means you have to pull the page out and place another blank page, feed into that typewriter, and then you start the second page. That is backslash F. That's the escape. If you do -E, let's first look at the Echo manual. So manual is very, very useful in the Linux. Every time if you want to see more, if you want to improve your skills, then you need to go back to manual, see if there is any additional options that you are looking for. So in this case, if you do here -E, then enable interpretation of backslash escape. So usually we put that backslash here, backslash n. Probably you guys did that in Python. For example, here print hello Mercy. Oh, print. That is an error, right? Print. If we put here backslash n, then what happens?
New line.
Next line, right? Hello, and then next line.
I know that one.
That's backslash n. If you want to put here backslash t, that's what? Tab to next. To make it more clear, I want to put 3 tabs. 3 times of tab. Hit enter, then hello. I do not know how many tabs in between, but actually it's 3 tabs. Backslash t. So t is not written, right? If you have a backslash, then whatever follows backslash, if it is recognizable, like N or F, it escape for that. Escape means they are all in one quote, right? If it is encompassed with a quote, then the Python treat that whole like a string, right? But if you have a backslash, hey, wait a minute, it's not a string, escape. Okay? By the way, backslash n, therefore, new line. And then go further. That's what it means, escape. Okay? So, if you do here, then watch. Okay? If you do not have -E, simply write this, then all together. If you have this, that. Likewise, if we have here T, what happens?
Tab it.
Nice. Tab, right?
What does backslash F look like on Echo?
Next page. I don't know. How come you can do next page?
Right.
I don't know.
How can you make next page? Let's make R. Carriage return. Oops. Carriage return maybe overwrite. Maybe overwrite. Never move. See? There's overwrites from the beginning. Originally it write banana and then cherry. Cherry is long, right? It was written cherry, and then overwrite back to the carriage return, and then it says date. Therefore, it is called Datory. So R works. Why not F then? Try. Try. It goes to next page.
Yeah.
Next page. I don't know how it behaves. Next page here. I want to make only the date only.
Oh,
Kind of, right? Kind of. Next page.
looks like \T.
Yeah. So if we do this, everything that is cascaded to down, like a waterfall, right? It's like waterfall. That's nice.
Professor, I would assume if after the first \F, if you were to continue writing and you would introduce
You do it.
\N. Okay.
Do it. He tries to make me.
Sorry.
There are lots of good ideas. I know, right?
Right.
Lots of creative ideas, so that you can practice it. Okay.
I'm just saying.
If you find something and come out here and give us a demo. If you find something good and maybe interesting to anyone, then I'll give you a chance. Okay, sorting. So there's an N, F, R, and sort by numerical value. F means sort by ignoring. What is it? It's too small to me. Oh, F. Sort by ignoring cases. Minus R, reverse. Minus K and number sort by kth column. Oh, this is nice. Let's try to this. K. Okay. Let's come back here. Oops, this is Python. So we had oh, in data text. Let's see. Let's make one file, one more file. Okay. Nano. It says here. Create a list of students' name, age, grade, and then we can sort them. So I want to make a student. Student.data. Okay, so Sam, age 19, grade A, Peter 21, grade B, Paul 23, grade B, '18, A,
Omar 20, A.
volunteer. Anyone wants to join? Your name? Chris. What do you want to write? Oh, Jose, right? Okay. John. Okay, John has enough. All right, I'll save it, okay? So control out, so there's a students, and then control X goes out. So if I do cat student, then that is that. So how can you do sort? So let's try to do simply as a default. So it's sort. It says column by column, right? A, B, C, D. If they are all B's, then O comes first and R later. Paul and Peter, A first and E later. Peter, actually, in the original file, Peter comes first before Paul, right? So it is doing that. But I put here the column, right? Somehow it's not really lined up according to physical column, physical positions. But anyway, we know the column. So this guy says minus k and number. See how it works. So for example, if I want to do, I want to sort it by this grade. There's a third column. Nice, right? A, B, C, F. If I want to do 2, then by age, Adam first and John the last. If somebody would like to do, okay, by grade first and then age. So if, oh, it's not grade first. It's not going to work that way. Is it 3, 2 with no comma? No. Is it minus K2, minus K, minus K3, minus K2? I think it is this way, right? So what if I do 1? Yeah. The A, Sam. Okay, look at this. This is the grade first and then age. This guy, grade first and then the name. Okay, so Adam first and Brown, Christina, Oma, Sam. Okay, if you want to do, yeah, in this order, if you want to make a multiple columns with the different the priority of sortings, you can do like this. This is good, right? Sorting. So you can sort column by column, position by position. Column, if you have multiple columns in A5. Okay. Any questions about sort and echo? There are more and more useful things. You can find the good things if you want. And unique, WC and TR. Okay, unique is make unique. I want to share with you. Oh, okay. For example, this echo. So Echo E, Raspberry Pi OS \n is a great OS for project. Hit enter. Right, because there's an escape characters. All right, what I want to do. Let's see. Okay. Here, okay. I want to make this TR stands for translate. What this translate can do is to replace. If I want to have backslash n to backslash t, I want to make rather than new lines, I want to make a tab. Okay, that is what translate can do. TR. So if you come here to see man TR, then translate or delete the characters. So there is an option. Forget about option, but string 1 and string 2. Then translate, squeeze, delete characters from the standard input. String 1 and string 2 specify arrays of a character that controlled. So this is, I want to translate string 1 to string 2. That's what it is. So it could be like replacement. So when I do this, see originally it has backslash n. I want to treat it to backslash t. So rather than having them in new lines, I want to make them in a tab like this. Okay, that's, if you want to do that, then you can do TR for translate. Okay? So this is very handy. For example, if we have here a space, now I want to remove all the spaces. Truncate the sentence. Oh, it's not possible. It is not possible. I want to remove all the spaces. That is not. What can we do? If we want to translate, for example, anything that you want to make a O, anything O there, then you can make it big O. Rather than small O to big O. Then you have project O, big. 4, there's a big O, right? We can do reverse ways. If you want to make O to dash, then you can do it. It is case sensitive, so if you make a big O to that, yeah, that is a case sensitive. Okay, that's the translations. I think this is it for today. And also, if you want to count how many lines, for example, here, and then you can say WC, word count. Then you can see there's 4 lines. If you do not have this, then it gives you 1 line, because it doesn't do any escapes. So if you do this, only 1 line. But because you have this new lines, so there is 4 lines. This is a line, and then this is a number of the words, and this is a number of characters. So little different counts because of this, whether it has counted that long or not. Okay? There's word count. You can see that word count from the manual. Also, word count. Print new line word bytes counts for each file. So first number will give you the number of lines. Second one is number of words. The last one is number of characters, bytes. Okay? Any question? No question? Then have a good weekend. I'll see you next.